let's channel this beautiful message to as many people as we can get to, so it will help them find their soulmates. Hi everyone, and welcome to Surrendering with Sarit. I'm Sarit. Thank you so much for being here. I'm absolutely grateful. You know, I told you many times if you're listening to my talks. And today I wanted to talk to you about soulmates, and that was inspired by this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lover's card. Look at that. I don't know if you remember, last week we had a talk about love and how all our relationships have a blueprint which is inspired by our self-love that will determine all our other relationships, and how important it is that we do it for ourselves first. And if you miss that, then yes, there it is, you know it. I'll link it here for you and you can just go and watch it and catch up with that. But today our talk is about soulmates, and I wanted to ask you first, did you ever meet someone, looked into their eyes and just felt this deep, deep, deep connection with them? You, I know you. It felt so familiar and like coming home, and you know you met each other before. Not maybe in this life, but in previous life. So yes, that's a soul connection. Even if it is with your dog, when you picked up your pet and you looked into their eyes. Yes, did you feel that connection? That is part of the soul connection. So what are soulmates? Soulmates are a group of souls, or incarnated in this plane as people, that we go through life's journey with together. Soul contracts are made even before we get into this world, and these are people and souls that we go through life's journey with. It usually will be siblings, parents, children's, like I said, even pets, or even enemies if you call them, because it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, it needs to trigger that some big emotion in you. We are coming into this life many times, not just one time, and we overcome in different roles. So in this life you would be the mother, and then your soulmate will be the daughter, or next life you will be the sibling and she will be your sister, or in next lifetime will be the pet, and vice versa. So we are there for our soulmates and they are there for us. And what is the purpose of soulmates, you're asking? Why are we keep coming back here? Because their purpose is to help us discover our weak points, our, if you want to call it, shadows, our triggers, our tikkun if you follow Kabbalah. And the whole point is that they will bring this into the surface within us so we can see it and we can correct that and we can work on that. So it makes us, let's look at it as like taking the garbage out and going into a pure and purer state until our soul is absolutely clean and free of all the baggage that we brought into this world when we came, or the baggage that we picked up along the way with all our kinds of behaviors. So let's talk about it, maybe a little bit esoteric. So let's give a little bit of example what it would be. So let's say your shadow, your trigger is fear of abandonment. Then what you would do, you would choose specifically designed for your fears and triggered a soulmate who will be avoidant, who will gaslight you, who will leave you, and you will keep repeating those cycles, maybe with the same person, maybe with different people, until you are able to bring that fear of abandonment out of you and get rid of it and acknowledge that what it is in you, you are complete just by yourself. So let's say my trigger or my shadow, my tikkun is people pleasing, right? You know that about me. So I might attract people, and I did in the past, that are going to manipulate me, that are going to cheat on me, that are going to maybe it will be a business partner, maybe it will be a sibling that will hurt me, maybe steal from me. So I can grow that backbone and stand up for myself. And then I did my tikkun. I took up the garbage where all these beliefs about myself that are not true, because we are all perfect as we are. You remember we spoke about it, and just get rid of these limiting beliefs that I either came with into this world or picked up along the way. So the more pain that our soulmates are causing us along the way, as you know, pain is the great awakener. The more pain they cause in us, the more it causes us to awaken, until we learn to learn with grace and ease, which hopefully we can maybe talk about it next time, how to learn with grace and ease, and not just to have a pain as an awakener, but pain is a great awakener, and it helps us look into our own soul, into our own limiting beliefs, and to release them so we don't have to experience this pain within us. Because in life, this is a normal response. We try to avoid pain. We try to shun people and get away from people who are actually, if you think about it, are really big teachers for us, because they bring us this lesson so we can improve ourselves, so we can get over this. But our immediate response is try and get away from them. So if we can be strong enough to go through the pain and sustain it, then we can obviously get into that point where we are not reactive to what is happening. We're pausing, and we are creating this light within us where we can move on from that specific tikkun, or that specific pain, that specific shadow that is within us, and come one step closer to being our true, authentic self. So I just want to make clear here that I'm not talking about abusive, either physically or emotionally abusive relationship. You are not supposed to stay in this relationship. Please, if you are in one, go seek help. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about looking at our shadows, connecting to them, not being reactive to them, pausing, looking, observing. Then we can see what is really happening within us. And the more the painful the experience, the bigger the awakening is. If we take that opportunity to transform the shadow into light, we take out the garbage, we clean everything, all the unnecessary mind patterns that we are engaging in, then the freer we will be. If you say to yourself in your head, I can give you an example, I can never be successful. I'm one of these pessimistic, always seeing glass half empty person. I am not good enough. Very common. I am not good enough for this job, for this relationship, for having a lot of money, for being abundant, all this stuff. If you have these feelings, these thoughts in your head, look at your soulmates. They will help you bring it up and get rid of it once and for all. Our soulmates are there to help us burn all that garbage, cleanse our souls, and be more pure. So now you ask me, Sarit, really? Now I have to be stuck with these people for like forever, for all my life? And for that, I tell you, no, you don't be discouraged. This is not the case once at all. So once you start working on yourself, once you start raising your vibration, once you start getting the garbage out, then you remember our talk about like attracts like, then you start attracting people into your life. So it's either your soulmates are going to change as you change, which happened to me, or some of the people around you are just gonna fall off and you're not going to have relationship with him, and you're going to start attracting your new tribe. You remember I speak a lot about the new tribe. So the new tribe is going to have the similar vibration to where you are at the time, and you're going to attract them, and you are going to raise your vibration. So remember, it can be very lonely when you start walking that path for enlightenment, for mindfulness, however you might want to call it, when you raise your vibration. Because a lot of the time, if you look at it on the physical plane, people don't understand you. What's wrong to Sarit? You used to be such a good girl, and look at her now. Is something, she's going through something? What is wrong with her? And people are judging you, and people don't understand you, and you feel very, very lonely. But if you persevere and you just continue with your path and you raise your vibrations, then you're gonna feel that connection better. Not a people-pleasing connection, not a perfectionist connection, not an on-the-surface connection, but a deep connection from a pure and beautiful place inside of you. So, guys, I want to tell you, if you now look around you and recognize, so this is my soulmate, this is my soulmate, this is my soulmate, go ahead, press that share button and share this video with them, and then you can work on it together, because it's always good to have an accountability partner. So, wait, you triggered something in me. I'm feeling very angry, upset, hurt. I'm feeling lack right now. What is this? Let's pause together, because they saw this video and you know they don't think you're crazy. They know what you're talking about. Let's pause together and see what you just triggered in me, so I can work on it, and maybe you can help me, and you do the same for the other person. And so we spread the love, we raise our vibration together. Guys, I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press that like button. If you want more of this, remember to subscribe so you can see me again and we can meet each other. And leave a comment. What did you think about it? How many soulmates do you have? 1, 2. Is your pet your soulmate? Mine definitely is. Her name is Sparkle, and when I look into her eyes, I feel all this unconditional love. So, love and light. Until next time, love you guys.